A stimulus is often misunderstood to be the same as the cause. Suppose someone did something and you did not like that behavior, that conduct, and you become angry. And when I ask you why you became angry, you say it is because they did this. Now ask yourself one question. Whenever I get angry, what is the first thought that comes to your mind? Whenever you get angry, what is the first thought comes to your mind? For most of the people, their sentence starts with I am angry because they, उसके बाद फिर कहानी शुरू हो जाती है. They are just the stimulus. Situation is just a stimulus. Their behavior is just a stimulus. Whatever they say is just a stimulus. They are never the cause of your anger. Let it sink in. I I will help you to understand and appreciate the difference between this stimulus and the cause with the help of an example. But first, understand the concept. It is the thought that you create in your mind about their behavior, about them, about the situation that makes you feel angry. It is not the situation, it is not the behavior, it is not the people that makes you angry. They are simply the trigger, the stimulus. What I do in response to that trigger in my mind creates the anger. Is this concept clear? Let me share with you with the help of an example. This is a real life example, and I will try to explain in terms of series of thoughts that takes place in our mind and what exactly happens inside. I will try to explain it. There was a prisoner and there was a prison official. एक कैदी था और एक प्रिजन ऑफिशियल. प्रिजनर ने 3 वीक के लिए छुट्टी की रिक्वेस्ट करी. He requested, he filed an late application for leave for 3 weeks. But he did not get any response for 3 weeks from the prison official. And that prisoner started getting angry with the prison official. Now here comes the part of the counselor. He goes there and asks the prisoner, why are you so angry? The prisoner said, I am angry because that jailer That prison official has not responded to my request even after 3 weeks. He's such a cold faced bureaucrat. He's so inhuman. He has no care and concern and consideration for the other person at all. He's so damn inhuman. This was the kind of things he was saying. Then the counselor said, "Are you sure that you are angry because the jailer did not respond to your request?" He said, "Obviously, there could be no other reason." Now the counselor again asked, "What is the kind of self-talk you are having?" बोला सेल्फ टॉक क्या होता है? कुछ नहीं, उसने ऐसा किया. He did not respond. I am getting angry. काउंसलर ने बोला, pause for a moment, sit in silence, and just listen to what is going on inside. Are you able to listen to anything going on within? Then he said, yes, there is this thought going on that the jailer did not respond to my request, and I feel it is inhuman. The counselor said that it is this kind of thinking that is creating the anger. It is this thought of yours which is creating the anger rather than his behavior. Understanding my point? It is his thought about the jailer that is creating the anger. It is the image which he has created in his mind about the jailer that is creating the anger. What is the image he has created? He is just such a cold-faced bureaucrat. He has no respect for humanity. This is the image he has created. Now I ask you all, what are the kind of different labels that you attach to yourself and to others? When you see yourself and others through labels, you will not be able to see the reality as it is. When that prisoner was seeing the jailer through the lens of this bureaucrat, who was inhuman, who was insensitive, who was inconsiderate, the intensity of the anger got louder and louder. And we so very casually, innocuously use the label such as you are such a lazy, you are good for nothing. So these are the kind of labels. And I tell you one thing, whenever you label either yourself or other person, you start seeing them through that lens, and your actions and your behavior towards that person conforms to that lens. And as a result, it reinforces the same behavior that you want the other person to avoid. आप अगर बोलते हो बच्चे को तुम बहुत केयरलेस हो, आप सोच रहे हो कि आप केयरलेस बोलने से वो चेंज हो जाएगा, बल्कि वो बिहेवियर और उसमें रेनफोर्स होगा. This is what self-fulfilling prophecy, and this is how detrimental the labels are. और आप बोलोगे देखा मैंने पहले ही बोला था ये केयरलेस है, आप मना कर रहे थे बोलने से। सबसे पहले मैंने गलती करी कि मैंने बोला यू आर केयरलेस, यू आर लेजी। नाउ एज ए रिजल्ट my action towards him will be such, will be through the lens he is lazy. Now he will act and he will conduct his behavior in such a way that he will appear lazy. Now I will say देखा मैंने पहले ही बोला था लेजी है ये। So what is happening actually is the very behavior that we want to avoid gets reinforced, and then we confirm that diagnosis, that the speculations that we have made about the other person as a proof. So whenever you meet any person or even see yourself, even though you might have committed mistake in the past or they might have committed mistake in the past, see them without any lens. See them without any labels. Because when you see others through labels, you do not see the clear picture. Yes. Now, what was done in his case was उसको बोला गया आप उसको ब्यूरोक्रेट की तरह देख रहे हो जो कि इनह्यूमन है, वो आपके गुस्से की वजह है। Now, here are two important questions. At the core of every feelings, emotions, be it anger, be it resentment, be it jealousy, be it judgment, be it blame, at the core of every emotions is the underlying need and underlying feelings. I repeat, at the core of every human emotions, there is underlying need and underlying feeling. Now, that counselor asked the, the prisoner ki, what is actually your need, true need? Ask yourself this question first of all. What actually are you needing in this moment because of which you are getting angry? तो निकल के आया कि नीड उसकी थी कि उसको 3 हफ्ते के लिए एक स्किल डेवलपमेंट की ट्रेनिंग में जाना था। उसको लग रहा था कि अगर मैं जेल से निकल भी आऊं, मेरे पास कुछ करने के लिए होगा नहीं, फिर मैं क्राइम करूंगा, फिर मैं जेल आऊंगा। So his need was he wanted desperately wanted to undergo training. And what was his feeling? His feeling was he was feeling scared that what if I do not get the leave and do not undergo the training, my life will be the same, back to the square one. Getting my point? Now understand one more thing. When I see the other person through the label, judge them, blame them, and get angry with them, the very chances of getting our needs met diminishes further. एक तो मेरी नीड है, मेरी नीड अगर मैंने बता दी होती, यू नो व्हाट, आई एम फीलिंग स्केयर्ड, आई हैव दिस कंसर्न एंड आई वांट दिस एंड दिस इज माय रिक्वेस्ट। उसने वो नहीं करके हमने क्या किया, उसको ब्लेम करना शुरू कर दिया, उसको एंगर शुरू कर दिया। जो मेरी नीड थी, जो पूरी हो सकती थी अगर मैं अपना रिक्वेस्ट को फुली एक्सप्रेस करता, मेरी नीड्स को एक्सप्रेस करता, तो चांसेस था कि मेरी नीड को फुलफिल हो जाता। एंड दिस इज वी डू। मैंने एक एग्जांपल दिया, हम रिलेशनशिप में हम आसपास यही कर रहे होते हैं। आप कोई सा भी गुस्से का सिचुएशन उठा के देख लो लाइफ में, कोई सा भी, एंड आई वुड लव रेदर फॉर समवन टू शेयर कि अगर इस बीच में कहीं कुछ किसी के साथ अनबन हुई है, गुस्सा है, So I want you to reflect now and ask yourself, what was I truly needing at that moment? What was my core feeling? And it requires, by the way, courage to come to terms with your feeling. You do not want to feel scared. You do not want to feel fearful. That's why you want to avoid such emotions. Now, I tell you one more very powerful thing. Do you know who is the most powerful human being on earth? Who is the most powerful human being? Those who has muscular body? Yes. You are in mute, पुष्पांजलि. आप ऑन करो स्पीकर. एनीवन, एनीवन फॉर दैट मैटर, आप शेयर करो, कोई शेयर करो. कौन सबसे ज्यादा पावरफुल है ह्यूमन बीइंग ऑन अर्थ? एनीवन? आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही करिश्मा. दीप्ति, पुष्पांजलि, निशु, कोई शेयर करना चाहेगा? The one who masters his thoughts. Yes. Anyone else? Thank you for sharing. The most, इसको याद कर लेना इस लाइन को. The most powerful human being on earth is the one who makes a space for all their emotions. The most powerful human being on earth is the one who makes a space for all their emotions. And here is the beauty. मैंने आज acceptance के ऊपर meditation कराया. When you accept that you are feeling sad, when you accept that you are getting angry, you are feeling angry, when you accept that you are feeling scared, what happens is that emotion dissipates, and acceptance releases the charge out of the emotion. Acceptance of any emotions releases the charge that the emotion carries. धीरे धीरे उसकी पावर जो है ना, जो एंगर का इंटेंसिटी है, धीरे 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 करके कम हो जाएगा. दैट इज द पावर ऑफ एक्सेप्टेंस. We do not make a space either for our emotions and for the emotions of others. राइट? अब क्या हुआ इस केस में? इस केस में ये हुआ, प्रिजनर को थोड़ा सा अकल आया दिमाग में. हाँ भाई, ये तो मेरा ही किया धरा सारा कुछ है. अगर मैं साथ बोल देता तो उसको एक और रियलाइजेशन कराया गया. बोला गया, आप अपने आप को देखो प्रिजन ऑफिशियल, जेलर के रूप में, और आपके पास प्रिजनर आता है. मैं प्रिजनर हूं, मैं आता हूं आपके पास. एक, मैं आपके पास आता हूं बोल के, यू आर सच ए कोल्ड ब्यूरोक्रेट हैविंग नो रिस्पेक्ट फॉर ह्यूमंस. आई कम विद दिस अप्रोच. I may even blame you. And I come with this approach. You know, jailer, I'm feeling scared because and I need this training, and this is my concern. Please accept my request. Which one would you likely are you more likely to accede to it? Obviously, when you make request in a specific and clear terms, right? मैंने कल बताया था और 3-4 रोज से मैं इस चीज को रिट्रेट कर रहा हूं कि पहला, हमारा रिक्वेस्ट जो होता है, ये नहीं कर रहा, वो नहीं कर रहा, इट इज ऑफ द कंप्लेनिंग नेचर. सो एनी रिक्वेस्ट दैट यू मेक टू एनी पर्सन फॉर दैट मैटर, it has never to have to it is had should not never be a negative statement. It has to be a specific, it has to be clear, it has to be positive action statements, and it has to be connecting with your feelings and needs. Sometimes we are able to clearly express what we want, but we are not in touch with our feelings and needs while expressing them, which causes that request to turn into a demand. And whenever you demand something from someone, they're highly unlikely to meet that demand. Is it making sense to you all? सो एक और चीज दिमाग में बांध लेना है कि नो वन इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर माई फीलिंग. They may be the stimulus, they may be the trigger, but they are never the cause. और मैं आपको एक और चीज बहुत ही अच्छी चीज बता रहा हूं, पावरफुल. What is the worst thing that happens when you get triggered? What is the worst thing that happens when you get triggered? Or what is the first thing that happens when you get triggered? आज सबका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है क्या? कुछ सेटिंग में गड़बड़ है क्या? Energy gets depleted. Is it like that? Are you not able to unmute yourself? मैंने कुछ सेटिंग गड़बड़ कर रखी क्या?
नहीं सर, आवाज आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, मेरे को आ रही. बाकी किसी की आवाज नहीं आ रही ना? या तो कोई म्यूट नहीं कर पा रहे या बोल आवाज नहीं आ रही है, कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को. फीलिंग लो, अच्छा फीलिंग लो, अच्छा इट्स ओके इट्स ओके इट्स ओके. सो मैं आपको बताता हूँ फीलिंग्स को नेविगेट करने का तरीका. मैं आपको रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल बताता हूँ. इट इज ओके टू फील सैड, इट इज ओके टू फील लो, but staying in that energy is something which we should avoid. We should try to come out of it. Now how to come out of it? Whatever you are feeling, whatever you are feeling, feel it. डोंट ट्राई टू अवॉइड इट. नहीं नहीं नहीं, मुझे खुश रहना है. वाई आई शुड फील इट. मैं कल जो सेशन लिया, मुझे, मैंने बोला ना नीड, मेरा नीड ऐसा, मुझे, मैं आई वाज स्लाइटली bordering on anger. The emotions that was coming out was bordering on anger. When I was opened the forum to share your experience, most of you were keeping your camera off, and I was expecting that people who have been with me should share their experience. And I was feeling, बताओ यार, इतना मैं 100% देता हूँ और जब बोलने की बारी आती है तो कैमरा ऑफ रखते हैं. They are not able to even say a word about it. So this is what I was feeling. I was feeling irritated somewhat. I was feeling somewhat angry. And I said कि मैंने देखो इतना कुछ बताता हूँ, लेकिन जब बोलने की बारी आ रही है, लोगों को नए आ रहे हैं, उनको पता नहीं मेरे बारे में, तो एटलीस्ट पीपल, इफ आई से कि मैं ये करता हूँ, मैं करता हूँ, दैट विल नॉट क्रिएट एन इम्पैक्ट इफ यू से कि हाँ मेरे को ये एक्सपीरियंस हो रहा है ऐसा करके. दिस वॉज माई फीलिंग. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट रॉन्ग राइट. नो फीलिंग इज राइट और रॉन्ग, but I allowed myself to feel that feeling. At the moment I was in that feeling, धीरे उसका intensity अपने आप चली गई. मैंने अपने आप से पूछा what I was needing in that moment. So what I was needing someone to validate what I was doing. This was my need. और मैंने उसको दबाया नहीं. तो इसलिए it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to feel angry. No feelings are bad or good. Even if you ask me, is it good to judge someone, I said yesterday, is it good to judge someone, I said It's neither good, it's not nor bad. Is it good to get angry or not? It is neither good nor bad. The moment I judge that judging is good or bad, I am being judgmental. Getting my point? When I am judgmental, I will carry that emotions. Right? So it is very important to allow yourself to feel whatever emotions it is coming. मैं 2 साल पहले तक डिल्यूजनल पॉजिटिविटी के कारण चक्कर में मैं बहुत सारे इमोशंस जो आते भी थे लगता है साइड करो इसको, लेट इट गो, बट आई वाज नॉट लेटिंग इट गो, आई वाज ट्राइंग टू अवॉइड इट. बट देन द मोमेंट आई लर्न कि the very first step of processing your emotion is to acknowledge it. तो वो चीज काफी कंट्रोल में आई मेरी, चीजें ठीक हो गई. अच्छा, मैं बात कर रहा था कि एक्सेप्टिंग रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फॉर योर फीलिंग्स. पहला बात ये चीज मैंने बताया था, टेकिंग अकाउंटेबिलिटी. बोलते हैं ना, आई एम 100% अकाउंटेबल फॉर माई लाइफ. नाउ आई वांट यू टू आस्क फ्यू क्वेश्चंस. यू विल टेल मी whether you are taking accountability or not. हमको लगता है कि हम अकाउंटेबल हैं बोलने के लिए, बट व्हाट डज अकाउंटेबिलिटी लुक लाइक? आई विल ट्राई टू प्रेजेंट अ पिक्चर बिफोर यू. आप बोल रहे हो, कोई बात कर रहा है, कोई इमोशनल हो रहा है. सिचुएशन ये है कि आपने कुछ को शेयर किया और वो इमोशनल हो गया, सेंसिटिव हो गया, रोने लगा. आप बोल रहे हो उसको स्टॉप ओवर रिएक्टिंग. स्टॉप ओवर रिएक्टिंग, इज इट इन a statement of accountability? When I say stop overreacting, is it in a statement of accountability? So what we should say instead? मैंने कुछ बोला, उसने रिएक्ट किया, मैंने बोला स्टॉप ओवर रिएक्टिंग. अब व्हाट कुड बी द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अकाउंटेबिलिटी? कोई शेयर करेगा? आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी. अच्छा देखो, अकाउंटेबिलिटी के स्टेटमेंट हमेशा आई से शुरू होते हैं. आई से शुरू होते हैं, दे से शुरू नहीं होते हैं, यू से नहीं शुरू होंगे. Statements starting with you, they, these are the statements of judgment and blame, first of all. Second thing is, you will focus statements of accountability, focus on the solution, not on the problem. तीसरा, what you can do in the now, in the present, or in the what you will do in the future. It talks about that, how you are going to be a part of the solution. A statement of accountability should appear like that. So कैसा कैसा स्टेटमेंट्स होते हैं स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अकाउंटेबिलिटी? आई सी, आई अंडरस्टैंड, आई फील, आई सेंस, ऐसे करके आपको रहेगा. अब मैं एग्जांपल बता रहा हूं इसमें कैसे करेंगे. अकाउंटेबल स्टेटमेंट, अकाउंटेबिलिटी के स्टेटमेंट इस तरह से होते कि आई डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द इंपैक्ट ऑफ माई एक्शंस. लेट्स डिस्कस व्हाई दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. दिस इज एन स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अकाउंटेबिलिटी. I did not understand the impact of my actions. जब मैं बोल रहा हूं कि stop overreacting, I'm actually not understanding the impact of my actions. He overreacted because it impacted him, and it was something which was important for him. Now that's what I'm acknowledging. I did not understand the impact of my actions. Let us discuss why this is important for you. सिनेरियो मैं दूसरा दे रहा हूं. मैंने जो किया उसने दिल पे ले लिया और मैं उसको बोल रहा हूं it's just a joke, don't take it seriously. It's just a joke, don't it? We so you casually use these statements, isn't it? But this is highly unaccountable statements. Let me tell you. Accountable statement क्या होता? I realize my joke was hurtful and I'm sorry for disrespecting your feeling. I realize my joke was hurtful and I'm sorry for disrespecting your feeling. I realize my joke was hurtful and I'm sorry for disrespecting your feeling. आया समझ में? What does accountability look like? I will continue it tomorrow as well. क्योंकि ये हम लोग बहुत यूज करते हैं ना. आई एम 100% responsible for my life. I am accountable for everything that is happening in my life. But we are not at all accountable. I will make you realize that. Our statements does not reflect the accountability. Right?